Exposing the grift, KY Jelly Doll Eye Cannibalism and Zesty Projection. The same Negro whom authored this Rise of the Black Pretendian book, a memoir of his own self-hate, positioning himself as Frybread's lapdog. And government snitch, makes a pseudo-post about American Indian cannibalism. Generalizing American Indian culture as cannibals like that negates black Americans' Indian lineage when the self-proclaimed Igbo Jonathan Hallman claims off a DNA kit are cannibals, Africans. Had femboy bore wives and the comedic knitter were LGBTQ non-binary. The show Frybreads aligned themselves with a bunch of House of Consciousness Sun-Eater TV hotep niggas using a containment tactic of cherry-picking to spirit zesty, taboo, and degenerate stuff in indigenous cultures outside of their sub-Sahara worship.
The nigga call himself an ADOS. So what? The nigga call himself an ABO. We know that we are all the same. Because once you get the information and the knowledge, we understand that we have an identity crisis. You can call yourself any, black people call themselves any goddamn thing. But we are all the same.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So let me just get this out. Okay, we're the same people, different cultures. If you look closely here, you're going to see in South America, you're going to see skulls. This is the Aztec skull tower, right? This right over here is what it looks like right now, right? This is a skull tower. These are different people's different cultures, right? This is ancient mass child sacrifice discovered in Peru. Not discovered in Africa, discovered in Peru. Human sacrifice in the pre-Columbian America, separating fact from fiction, right? That's what they did, different cultures, right? Those are those groups of people, all right? We have to assess, like you say, the similarities and the difference. The Moche people, these are the pyramid builders, great pyramid builders. These are the people who built the pyramids, right? But if you go, the artifacts around the pyramids, they look like this.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. That's not a
good argument.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So my whole point of it is different people, different cultures. When I go to the when I look at who I studied as my particular ancestors, right? We have different cultures. So when the Aboriginals start that stuff that they do about hate Africa and stuff like that, you could take this. You could take this. Take that.
All right, so can I debunk Reggie right quick?
Nah, hold on, man. Hold on. Because some people are just plain.
I want to cook them so
some
bad.
people are just plain.
Let me
Some
go,
people
bro.
are just, who's...
They create a fantasy Africa Wakanda LARP and claim the white man introduced LGBTQ buck breaking on a heterosexual masculine Africa, calling it white sex. To Africa on a holier-than-thou-art pedestal, Africa can do no wrong, ignore that Africans sold their own people into slavery, and blood sacrificed men, women, children, and albinos in Marabouts leopard cult rituals.
It's me, Tyron, Red Sun.
Red Sun, go ahead with your pseudo ass. Go ahead, man.
All right, so Reggie made a homosexual statement talking about the Moche statues, but Africa has boy wives. And also in Kemet, they were catching semen in sex stories. So let's not...
Come on, man. We ain't trying to hear all that stuff.
Where were the Pan-Africanists at for the accountability when their self-proclaimed motherland DNA kit skin folk massacred their own returnee expat reheated? Back to Africa passport, 50-year land lease, investing, gentrifying pulpit congregation. You got all the smoke for reconnecting black Indians, FBA Ceylon. Where were the Pan-Africanists at in denouncing the crimes of the local people being killed by corrupt African government? For organ harvesting to Europeans and Big Pharma, BlackRock, Bill Gates, etc. Yaredin Kalu made this asinine post saying, "I don't want to see any more videos of Africans eating monkeys," as if we post had Zabe eating monkeys. It's natives cherry-picking primitive propaganda. These goofy Negroes compromised themselves to defend the likes of Joy Sology, Kiki Baby Ghost, and am posting videos of random Africans that aren't the tribes sent into the slave trade as representatives of all of Africa, using Pope to make a hut. Jonathan says you claim Aboriginal people and they were eating humans. I will be doing a presentation, you keep being Aboriginal. Don't say this ain't you, cause I conduct lookership but hate when Abos show me lookership images. You guys stay showing with the mask. You keep being Aboriginal. Son Eater, your preacher said you ain't no fucking African. Africa is a baby language from the Greco-Romans.
I'm not no fucking African.
Because we the original American as well.
I'm not no fucking African.
Because we the original American as well.
Y'all can claim Africa all you want. Them niggas look at y'all like a piece of shit.
Mines came back saying, yes, I got Native American. And I knew that part come from my father.
So y'all keep on saying we African. What the fuck does that mean? Ain't no such thing as that. I'm African. We was here before.
Well, they treated me just fine.
Let me finish. We was here before some fucking Africans. Where all your scholars at? All your fucking scholars up there talking this African shit. We was here before Africa.
Because we the original American as well.
We was here before Africa. We was here before Africa. That's a baby fucking language. All right? That shit is baby talk.
Oh, man.
So we can really
I'm saying, the more you open your mouth, the more you not qualified.
God damn, BD Shawnetta. Hold on, wait. Hey, Shawnetta, this brother Unc, yo. You my man, yo. For the listening audience, what language is here? What language is here? Hold on, Shawnetta. What language are you talking about? Since we not African, then who the fuck are we then, brother?
And y'all not no motherfucking African.
So they didn't tell y'all about this Diddy party, did they? Check this out.
Last July, they contacted 7 News on Your Side to say they'd had enough of their neighbors' wild for-profit parties.
I've got people lighting fireworks off in my yard, going to the bathroom in my yard.
This is not a bathroom. This is my front yard.
The residents of Woodfield Estates, a small enclave of large homes near Damascus, wanted these advertised money-making gatherings of seemingly hundreds being thrown by their neighbor stopped.
There was a security guard with a bulletproof vest collecting money and was stopping every homeowner, asking if they had paid for parking, if they were coming to the party. And then it just got worse.
And now, in a twist that speaks perhaps to the validity of residents' concerns, the man who last year was in this house, who spoke to 7 News about how he hosted parties here, is now being held without bond in the Montgomery County Detention Center, charged with attempted rape. And that's not all.
If my neighbors have a concern, they should have written to me with proofs.
That is Eric Tataw speaking to our Kelly Lynn last year, defending the parties he threw. Well, now, according to charging documents, he is behind bars, accused of assaulting and attempting to rape a woman in that home in May of this year, just days after he was federally indicted on charges that he was supporting armed separatist groups in his native Cameroon and even ordering people there mutilated, a practice called Garying, with Tataw allegedly calling himself the Gary Master. At the house today, a woman asking us to stop taking video and declining to answer my questions about Tataw or the parties. As for those parties, the neighbors' complaints and our coverage now prompting emergency legislation just passed by the county council. It increases fines for parties like those at Tataw's house to $5,000. Council President Kate Stewart telling me today she hopes it solves that problem.
It protects the peace of our neighborhoods by cracking down on these unlicensed, profit-driven events that create noise, traffic, and safety concerns.
Near Damascus, Brad Bell, 7 News.
So let me get this straight. This dude came over here from Cameroon, right? Threw some Diddy parties, right? Disturbed his neighbors. And he's the Gari Master. He is a Gari Master. I see you try to consider that when you see these random foreigners popping up in your communities. And then you hear or you experience some madness in a community near you. Stay healthy, stay strong. Cowboy season is over. Scout season is on.